Hello everyone, it's Ethan from the Orlando Tourist, and we're here at SeaWorld on Wednesday, June 8th. And before we actually get on SeaWorld property, we're doing our regular surf coaster checkup on the track here. And we're at the Taco Bell, but you can see the track at Discovery Cove. It's all staged. And this was announced just in our last video as well. They made an announcement the same day we were checking up on the stuff. This coaster is going to open early 2023, so expect it to open in March or February of next year. And they're doing a lot of construction on the actual site. We have track on the site here, some supports. It looks like some track might be missing, so they might be putting it on the other side already. But in addition to that, we'll get another view. This coaster is going to be launched. You're going to be standing up. There's going to be 24 rows of 2, so it's going to be very unique in design. And I can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be really cool. It might be a tame layout, but we'll see. Let's get a closer look for you guys of this track. So as you can see, we have some supports over there staged off to the side with some track. We have a lot of it over there. We have a construction vehicle here. Some more track way in the back over there. They probably shifted a lot of it over to the side. And just the original pieces we saw in the very beginning, they have a bunch of them over there with some supports. If we go further to the left, we can see that another look at all that track over there. There's a lot going on. And there's some more behind the construction vehicle in those trees over there that we can't see at the moment. There's not much else going on over at the site here. I wish I could see them like delivering some track or like carrying out some onto the site. But I don't know if there's any actually on the SeaWorld site yet, but we're gonna go take a look in just a couple minutes over at the actual site. And if you look over in the distance here by this angle of the track, they have a construction vehicle down there, so I wonder if they're using that for some track. Yeah, but let's head over to the actual SeaWorld site now. So we're here now, we just parked and we're in the overflow lot, so you know it's going to be really busy here today. But not only are we checking up on the surf coaster, but our other big thing we're doing today is we're going to do this free manatee tour. They added this Passholder benefit for the month of June, and it's going every Wednesday. And the first tour starts at 12, it's like 11:40 right now. So you're going to meet up at the Sky Tower and we're going to do that for you guys. We'll see how it is. And coming from the overflow lot, we get a unique view of the surf coaster construction. And we have a lot of cement trucks lined up over here, so we should be getting some concrete foundations very soon. And let's take a look in the site while the gates are open, see what we can see. In the site we have lots of cement trucks over there. As you can see, the giant crane here has got like a pile driver doing pylon work. You can see the thing spinning. Man, this thing is huge, it's massive. You can't miss it when you're entering the park. As we're coming in, you can see all this stuff going on through the fence. Long lines to get into the park over here, and security had a pretty long line as well. You can see the stage is all set up for Electric Ocean, and last time we were here, we did check out the Electric Ocean festivities with the Ignite 360 fireworks show. It was amazing, and I highly recommend checking that out. We're now in the park and we're gonna go check in for a tour at the Sky Tower. We got like 12 minutes until the tour starts, and it's first come first serve, so hopefully they'll have an open spot for us. It's very busy here, so I'm hoping they do have the open spots, but we'll see. Electric Ocean, the signage is really cool over here. They have a lot of dance festivities throughout the park, and then they have the Club Electric, which is really neat, and we hung out there a lot. We came here last Friday, and the fireworks show was really amazing. It blew me away, really. Looks like a lot of people over there are already waiting for the tour. They didn't really announce anything about this tour. I just saw it on the Passholder benefit site yesterday, so hopefully it's quiet. But you check in right at the Sky Tower base, and we recently have ridden the reopened Sky Tower. A brand new show over here, Rescue Tales Night Vision. 3:30 and 5 o'clock are the show times. We're gonna have to check that out at some point. And here's the little plaza. They have some of the festivities for the Electric Ocean. So we just checked in for our tour over there. We didn't have to show a pass or anything, but while we wait for the tour to start in a few minutes, we're gonna go get a couple zoomed in looks of the surf coaster over here, the construction. It doesn't look like any supports or track are on the site already, but we will keep you guys updated with this as the progress continues. And Icebreaker is running empty trains, so it must just have reopened from a technical difficulty. Also over here by the Sky Tower, you can purchase other tours like dolphin tours, penguin tours, and other animals as well.
So my name is Emily. I'm a part of the education department here at SeaWorld. So we're going to be doing... What? I love your hat, by the way. Very cool. So we're going to be meeting our manatees here at SeaWorld, which is a very exciting thing. I personally love the manatees, as you can see on my name tag. So we're just going to go back to Turtle Trek. I don't know if anyone's been there yet, but we're going to go back there and see our manatees in that habitat and then back to our rescue cruise as well. So I'll take us it's going to be about a 30-minute tour. We're not going to return here, so if you have any belongings or you're meeting anyone, let them know you'll be ending over at Turtle Trek. So everyone's ready to head on out. We're going to
Right now we're heading to Turtle Trek area to see the manatees. We're over here by Turtle Trek at the Manatee Exhibit.
over in the air conditioning, but if anyone ever needs a shade or any break, just let me know and we'll gladly stop.
This is the Manatee Exhibit right over here. We are back over here behind it.
I will wait right here for you. Just be careful. It's hot, so things can be a little hot. So this is the first pool that they might come to. This is the one where we have our immediate care and immediate need manatees, so the ones that just came to us from rescue or they need medical attention quite quickly. And they're in this pool because the bottom, you'll notice, it's kind of shallow and it's got kind of a white slatted bottom, and that's because it's a false bottom. So with the push of a button, it can raise it up because manatees, they're a little bit big. On average, they can grow up to about 2,000 pounds. So the process of moving one into our vet office is a bit strenuous for both us and the manatees. So we just raise this bottom up and we're able to get in there and immediately help our manatees. Does anyone know any reasons that we might rescue manatees?
Yeah, all dogs.
Take a guess. That is one way. And do you see that really cool sign over there that says idle speed, no wake? So we have that sign all over the coast and waterways where manatees are known to hang around. And that tells boaters that they need to take it real slow, that way they don't panic. So if you look at some of our buddies in the pool, you'll notice that some of them might have some white scratches or some white cuts around them, and that could be from a boat attack. Manatees are very tactile creatures. They are very curious and they love to touch. That's one of their main senses is touching. So they'll see something mysterious like a boat and they'll go up to it, and they're obviously not very fast creatures, so when the boat starts up, they don't really have much of a leeway to get away. Look at that.
Look at that bigger one.
The bigger one? You see that tiny one right there? That's kind of swimming around? Now another big thing is cold stun. Now, it doesn't really get that cold here in Florida. As we can tell, it's already noon and we're all pretty much sweating. But sometimes it can get a little cold for our manatees and they might float away to an area that's a bit too cold for them. And so they get something that's kind of like frostbite for us. So we can eat away at their flippers and different parts of their tail and things like that. And so that could be another reason that we would rescue. But the main reason as of right now, We have around 46 manatee rescues this year. On average, we get about 50 a year. So we're only halfway through the year and we already have 46. And that's because of something that's happening pretty close to the Indian River Lagoon.
We live in Titusville.
Yeah.
I know what you're going to say.
So there's a lot of chemical runoff and trash that's being put into the water where it shouldn't be. And so it's causing a big algae bloom. Now we know a lot about red algae. It's not the best and it happens a lot during summertime, but this is a different form of algae that's covering the top of the water and it's killing all of the food source that these manatees have, which is the seagrass at the very bottom. So they don't have anything to eat anymore. So a lot of our rescues are coming to us from starvation problems. That's one main thing we have to do. Now you'll notice there's a lot of green things floating on up top. That's romaine lettuce. We go through about 24 boxes of romaine lettuce a day to feed all of our manatees, which is quite a lot of lettuce. And that's because these guys are the sea cows of the sea. They're constant grazers, they're constantly eating. So they always have that source of food. Which one? But he's here to get all better, so hopefully we can help him. So I'm going to take us to a bit of a happier pool over this way. Now you'll notice that this pool is a lot deeper, and that's because this is our graduation pool. So all of these wonderful manatees in here are fully rehabilitated and fully ready to be released back into the wild. So all of our manatees here at SeaWorld Orlando, they're all rescued, and they're all in the process of rehabilitation or have been rehabilitated. Now, the people that decide whether or not they get released back into the ocean or the estuaries is the FWC, which is the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation. They're the ones that come in, they have a little checklist, and they decide whether or not our manatees are ready for the world. And that goes for all of our rehabilitated animals, not just our manatees. So our turtles, our birds. Whenever y'all are ready, I can take us down to the...
From that tank to this tank. Where do they get from over there to here? They
Well,
swim?
I'm not sure how
The
the
whole
bottom...
world's concrete.
There could be, like,
Oh, in the bathroom, maybe.
there might be. Not entirely sure.
We'll pick them up and carry them over there.
Oh no, that'd be a long process. We typically use cranes
Yeah.
to move our manatees around. It would be quite a lot. We actually just got in a manatee about a week and a half ago. Kind of a sad story for her, but she just underwent surgery here, and that was because she lost pretty much all of her left flipper in a boat attack, a boat strike. The boat kind of went completely through, and her arm was only hanging on by skin. So we had to do a amputation for her, which took about quite a few hours, I believe. I think no less than 5 hours.
She won't go back to the wild, right?
She could. So as long as the FWC is the ones that deem it, but as long as she's able to come up to the top and... What? You want to show me something? What's what? That's our water filtration system. So that cleans the water. You know how when you're in a bathtub and you kind of open the drain and all the water disappears? Well, it's kind of like that. It cleans out the water.
Like a pool filter.
Like a pool filter.
Yeah. Yeah.
The bigger ones can go in both of them if we need them to.
But it's too bad to go in there. The first Manatee gets back.
Yeah, the manatee got scratched.
Yeah. But they're getting better here. Spread in. We had to do an amputation. It took quite a long time to amputate, but she is able, if she shows signs that she's able to come up to the top to breathe and get her own food completely on her own, then she'll be able to be released. But it all just depends on her. I know in the last 2 years, I believe we've been able to release 2 manatees that have been missing flipper. So it's all up to the manatee if they're able to. As of right now, we are a bit at capacity because we do have so many, but there are plenty of facilities that would be able to take care of her, so we would transfer them to a different facility that has all the care and certification for her. But when we did find her with an umbilical cord attached to her belly button. We believe that the stress of the boat attack caused her to give birth right then and there. So there is a calf with her here. The calf is fully healthy, fully fine, thank goodness. But they're currently here towards the back because they're by the vet office because they did have to go through surgery. But she's one of the only exceptions for not being in this pool right here. Because they had to put her under anesthesia for the operation, she was able to go into the vet office, which is a pretty big thing about a 2,000-pound manatee in a small room.
Where did you find her today?
Probably on the East Coast, I believe.
Probably right by us.
It's hard to
I'm
say.
like, Space Center. Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. I'm like, is it by us? Because that makes sense.
Since we are so central, we can go to like different sides. So I know that we have had a hand in Clearwater rescues. Like Winter the dolphin, we had a hand in rescuing her. So we kind of go wherever we're called for. So I'll take us on down to see the little ones. No one gets left behind in this tour. Alright. So we're gonna head over here. Now this is the top viewing of our turtle trek area. This is where we have our orphan manatees, because another main reason we would do rescue for our manatees is that they're orphans. So manatees are mammals, so they do rely on their mother for much of their life to give them care, teach them, and things like that. So this is where we have all of our orphans and our 2 foster mothers. We have Sarah and Oakley. Now SeaWorld, they're very clever at naming. So Sarah's named after where she's from, Sarasota, and Oakley's named after where she's from, Oak Hills. And they kind of act as the foster mothers. Sarah's a lot more motherly and matron in a way. She takes care of most of the orphans here, whereas Oakley took care of about 2 and said, I think I'm good. These aren't my children, I don't really need to raise them. So she just kind of chills with the children and things like that. Now, Sarah is actually our largest manatee. She weighs about 3,000 pounds. My apologies. She was about 3,000 pounds. She's our largest manatee. You'll definitely be able to spot her almost instantly. Now, one cool fact about Sarah is that she absolutely loves fish. There's not a whole lot of research done on the taste buds of manatees, but you can definitely tell that they do have a preference. Sarah will push all the orphans that she raised in this to get her fish. So she's not afraid to push and shove. She loves it, whether it's the texture, the color, the taste possibly. But we definitely know that they do have a preference on what they eat.
How many orphans are in here right now? No.
It's hard to say, because I don't know if they put, I don't believe they put the calf in here, I believe the calf is her mother. But there are quite a few. I can take us downstairs for a little bit so we can be in the air conditioning and I can talk a little bit more. Okay. And that way we'd be able to get a better look at them. So we're gonna head on this way. I'll take us inside.
We got one of those. I had one. We saw one in the wild when we were at the park.
Oh, we came outside.
Oh, you guys went to the picnic yet?
Yeah, we saw one.
You just wait for me right here at this trash can right now.
They come up to Christmas.
you wink.
You're about to really tight.
This is for our manatees. Now you'll notice a couple things. Does anyone want to take a quick guess since you're able to get a better look at them? Who their closest relative is? Think land.
Cow.
I can understand. They are called sea cows.
Or elephant, right?
It is an elephant, yep. Yep. Their closest relative is an elephant, and there's a couple immediate notices. You can tell with their coloration and their large size, as well as they have little toenails on their front flippers that look just like the toenails of an elephant. They also have the same kind of teeth called marching molars as an elephant, as well as they have little tiny pieces of fur all throughout their body, just like an elephant would. And that helps them to be able to be really sensitive to touch. Anyone have any questions so far? I'm gonna go over this way. Maybe we can get a little bit closer. This is a good example of those marching molars I was talking about. You put your hand right on that little handprint. It'll show you how they move.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah. Now, manatees also have these really cool lips, and they have a lot more function than ours do. They're able to wrap around those large chunks of lettuce that they see, as well as seagrass that would be at the bottom. And they're able to like kind of wrap around and hold it as they eat. Trying to see if this one right here that's moving by the log, that's one of our mature manatees. That one is Oakley. I'm not entirely sure where Sarah is. As soon as you see Sarah, you'll know it's Sarah because she is 3,000 pounds. So it's pretty immediate to know that it's Sarah. Now, Sarah and Oakley have been here since mid to late 80s and early 90s. They are fully able to be released. However, the only reason they're still here with us is because they're pretty low on FWC's release list. They've been here for so long before we knew that we could release them again that they kind of don't really need to be released anymore. But if the FWC ever decides they want a female out in the wild in a certain area, then they are more than welcome and able to call our two females out to the wild.
And they'll still be able to like find their own food and everything, even though
yeah.
they're relying on you guys for so long.
Yeah, they did live in the wild at one point, so they are like all of our manatees. As long as they're able to survive on their own, are fully able to be released. Now, the cool part about manatees that I find absolutely adorable is they have their mammary glands kind of in their armpit area, which is absolutely adorable when they're mothers, especially Sarah, our foster mother. A lot of the younger ones like to suck on that armpit for comfort, kind of like a pacifier, and it's a really cool thing to watch. Another thing that they like to kind of suction onto, we have a couple of different areas that are kind of straighter areas like bars and things like that throughout the exhibit that they're able to kind of latch onto and suction off the algae that's around. So it's a very cute, loud sound. It sounds kind of like, not a vacuum cleaner, but kind of like when you suction something onto a window and you pull it off. It sounds like that. Now, manatees aren't very loud creatures. They're pretty chill. They kind of roam around a lot. But there are two sounds that you're most likely to hear out in the wild, and that would be their breathing. So if you ever hear loud, kind of creepy sounding breathing, just look down and you might see a pair of nostrils outside of the water. And then another sound is because they're all green, leafy diets. They do have a lot of farts. They fart quite often, quite a lot, and you can hear it and smell it outside of the water almost immediately. Any questions for me? I could go on and on. If you would like to hear more than what I have to say, then you're more than welcome to stay. If not, that does conclude our tour for y'all. So I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Any questions or anything, just let me know.
Is that Sarah coming back there? In the very back?
I think so.
She looks big. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that is Sarah.
Oh my goodness. And I saw it coming. Oh my gosh, that has to be her.
Yep, so Opens right here at the bottom, and you can definitely see the size difference almost immediately.
Is she the biggest one?
Yeah, Sarah's about 3,000 pounds, so she's very large. The average size for manatees is 2,000, so she's a pretty big girl.
She's just an overachiever. Oh, she's so cute.
Doesn't miss a meal.
Touch her. So they come right up to you and want you to, like, they tell you not to touch them or feed them, but so we don't. It's just really nice to see them. Oh, I just saw one fart.
I believe there's divers in the back.
Oh,
you
wow.
can see the little shoes.
Oh, yeah.
There's one over there and then one down there. I believe that's why they were swimming so fast, was they might have gotten spooked. But they are very curious creatures, so I know when I've been out in the water area, out in the water there, this was like years ago, before I had a love for manatees, I felt something like brush my leg, and I freaked out and I looked under, and face to face with a manatee. And it was the cutest thing. But it's definitely very illegal to feed these guys, or any wildlife like dolphins. Fully illegal to do that. They're so precious.
I love how they swim.
They're just constantly little roamers. They just love roaming. Of mermaids came from manatees.
Yeah, I heard that too, yeah.
So
It would make sense.
I mean,
Not knowing what you see.
yeah.
Just see like a tail, the flipper or something.
But I love these guys. They could be. I want to say cleaning. They do cleaning once a week, maybe less often. So as you can tell, they're not even really scary. I mean, hopefully it's pretty good.
So we just finished the tour. Really informative. We got a little backstage look at the rescue habitats that they have for the manatees. Really good tour. I enjoyed it. As we continue to walk around, we have construction walls over here by Turtle Trek. I'm not sure the price of the tour if you want to do it on other days, but they are doing it free every Wednesday, and by the time this video is published, they're probably not going to do them anymore, at least for pass holders for free. But definitely check it out while you're here and check out the other animal tours. We're definitely going to be having to do more of the tours in the future. In that last bit of the tour, we went inside the entrance of the Turtle Trek area to get the downstairs view of the manatees. We're going to see how long the wait times are. We may or may not do some coasters today, we'll see. It looks like Kraken's actually down right now. I guess it's closed for maintenance, as the sign says. Not sure why, but hopefully it'll reopen soon. It looks like we have another Electric Ocean area over here with the photo op. This might also be a dance floor down here as well. We will definitely be visiting the Electric Ocean again, and basically it's going on from the weekends right now, so like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and in a couple weeks they will be doing it during the weekdays for like a month, and then it'll keep going on the weekends again up until September 4th. It looks like Mako's down right now too. It has a brief delay going on, but the ride will probably reopen later. I believe Elmo Rocks is having shows on the same day that Electric Ocean's going on. Like today they don't have any shows, but we will have to check it out soon. Looks like Infinity Falls is running today. Last time it was down and we did ride it for the first time. But it's got a 105-minute wait, it just dropped to 90. So we're not going to be riding today. Instead, we'll be heading over to the Passholder Lounge, which is open from 12 to 4. Don't miss out on the Passholder Lounge, you can get free drinks, free soda. Right now, just enjoying the free drink from the Passholder Lounge. But we're almost done with our visit here today. It was kind of a short trip. I parked in the extended lot today, so I didn't want to like walk, put the bag back in the car, and then ride the coasters. And most of the rides are down right now, except Mako did reopen, but it's gonna have a long wait. And Icebreaker's going right now, and I would assume it's got a pretty decent wait. All the seats are filled. But right now we have the Electric Ocean stage over there. And as you get to see at the Club Electric or whatever, you get to go behind Icebreaker and get some really unique views of the attraction as well. We mostly came today to do the Manatee tour, And we will be back for more Electric Ocean, do more rides and stuff. If you want to see my POVs, I have them in all my other SeaWorld videos. And we're gonna get one more look at the surf coaster on the way out as well. Here we have it, the surf coaster. It looks like they have a lot of rebar over there. It looks like they're pouring cement, doing pylon work. They're building a sturdy foundation so we can get some supports in soon. And once we get the supports, we can get the track ready. But yeah, I'm excited to see this thing. They're moving really quickly with this project. Opening early 2023. Might even see some previews like January. Who knows? But this project, this coaster is gonna be crazy. It's the first of its kind, and I can't wait for it. And with that being said, make sure to check your Passholder benefits on the SeaWorld website. Sign in, give it a quick look. This month's benefits, we have the free Manatee tour every Wednesday in June. We have $40 guest tickets, so you can get 4 guests in for each ticket cost only $40. And that's a pretty good deal, and you can actually use this ticket all the way through August, I believe. And then they also have a couple other benefits that you can take advantage of, like special Passholder merchandise, and you never know what they might add throughout the month. So like our tour was not busy, they just added the Passholder benefit to the tour yesterday. But like last month they had a benefit of like a free $10 gift card. This month they have that at Aquatica. So we're gonna head there like next week and use our $10 gift card for free. But with that being said, we're gonna be heading out now. We're heading to Universal. They just announced another Horror Nights update today. They announced Halloween, that's gonna be a house at Horror Nights. We're gonna go more in depth with that announcement today at the park. So stay tuned for that video. Definitely give it a watch, and we're gonna go through a lot of the updates going around the park. If you want to see the Halloween Horror Nights stuff or the stuff today at SeaWorld from the Manatee tour, check out my social media as I post a lot on there during the event. Even though this video is coming out a little bit later, if you follow the social media, you'll be able to see it ahead of time and keep updated with everything as they come out, and you won't miss out on your benefits. My social media on Twitter is @EthanHershaft, and on Instagram it's @FloridaThemeParkPics. Thank you for watching.